This is 28-year-old Gable Tostee. He had just been on a Tinder date and in the late hours of the night made this distressing phone call to his father.
Hello, Dad. I might have a bit of a situation. See, I met up with a girl for a date tonight, and she started getting really aggressive. Like, it was all right at first, and like we, had sex in bed, and then after that, like, she kept drinking, and we were both drinking, and she, like, I think she thought it was like a joke or something, but she kept like beating me up and whatever. Yeah, and it was because she was really drunk, and like I forced her out on the balcony, and I think she might have jumped off. Like, I've been walking around and there like a million cops around my building. I don't know what to do. I didn't cause this. Like, I didn't push her or anything. I'm like just walking around the area, and there's like a million cops around the area. This is really f***ed up. I'm like next to Domino's. So like I didn't. This isn't my fault. I didn't do this. I was giving her my alcohol, but she was really violent, and I don't know. I like tackled her on my floor inside the building, and then, but I never forced her over the balcony. God no, I never do anything like that. It's really f***ed up. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm walking around the area, and I just see a million cops around Avalon. So this is really, really f***ed up. Why does this shit keep happening to me? Like, I kind of like walk past the building a few times, and there's a million cops out there. I don't know what the f*** happened. It's crazy. This is f***ed up. This is so f***ed up. I swear to God, I didn't push her or anything. I just chucked her out on the balcony and shut the door because she was beating me up.
We would like to send our condolences to the family and loved ones of Warriena Wright. Gable Tostee lived in an area of Australia called Surfers Paradise. This is a popular tourist destination with a great nightlife and plenty of things to do. Tostee had grown up around Surfers Paradise, being mocked at school for being socially awkward. He had attempted to ask many girls out in high school, but was turned down every time. This brought on anxiety and a fear of rejection. He became very shy and withdrawn, causing even more bullying at school. As he moved on to the last few years of school, he found alcohol. After a few drinks, he had found that he would transform into a completely different person with confidence and swagger. He started using a fake ID to gain entry into clubs so he could drink and attempt to pick up women. Gable realized that he could make money creating these fake IDs and began to sell them. He became very popular, and everyone that wanted a fake ID knew to go straight to him. With his newfound popularity, he had decided that he wanted to get a toned body to help with picking up women. He would join the website bodybuilding.com and started posting on their forums. Everything seemed to turn around for Gable. That is, until he made a decision that would gain the attention of authorities. The end of school year celebrations known as schoolies in Australia were happening, and many teenagers came to Surfers Paradise to party. Gable would take advantage of this, selling many fake IDs and making $30,000 in the process. That is, until he accidentally sold one to an undercover police officer. He was promptly arrested and charged. Police searched his computer and found evidence of his fake ID scheme. To their surprise, they also stumbled across a counterfeit money-making system in which Gable had created a near-perfect US $50 note. He was charged with both crimes, receiving only community service as a punishment. Because of some odd behavior in court, he was assessed by a psychiatrist at the time who said, "He is ill-equipped to deal with people, and someone who is a socially distant and emotionally estranged person." He joined his father's carpet-laying business and became distant with all his previous contacts. Gable had been shaken by his brush with the law and essentially spent the next 5 years living as a hermit away from society. But the urge to meet up with women would eventually pull him out of being a social recluse. Now 23 years old, he went back onto the bodybuilding forum and declared, "Recently, I have decided I need to start socializing properly again and build up a network of friends." He met up with an old high school friend and started hitting up nightclubs. Having only been with one woman before, which was 5 years prior, his urges were beginning to consume him. Eventually, his persistence paid off, and he was able to meet with women and sleep with them. He made a running blog on bodybuilding forums of his successes and failures with women, providing intimate details of what he had done. Gable had bragged that he was up to 100 women, and that his 100th was a big drop in his standards, but he did it anyway just to get the 100th out of the way. The carpet layer and installer had moved into the high-rise Avalon Apartments, which was close to bars and nightclubs along Surfers Paradise. This area was known as being a strip that attracted good-looking women who were down to party. For Gable, it was the perfect hunting ground. After hitting the clubs and bars, many women had complained about him being creepy, and he had been given lifetime bans from most of the popular clubs and bars in the area. This is when he discovered Tinder, which he could use to meet women instead. He was boasting on the bodybuilding forums that he was up to 270 women, and at that stage, he'd posted 5,869 messages on that forum. Many people on the forum had seen his constant posting about women and began to question why he had a fascination with sleeping with as many as possible. Gable admitted that it came down to his low self-esteem. Having sex with an attractive woman made him feel better about himself. While many people didn't believe he slept with that many women, he didn't come across that number by accident. He came to that number because he had a journal where he had recorded every interaction with women, including the date and place it happened. Gable would post on the bodybuilding forum showing his disgust at women for looking different from their pictures. "Banged 2 girls tonight. First one was a 4 out of 10, not worth mentioning. She didn't even look like her pics and I couldn't even finish." He even took to audio recording his interactions with women, so he could listen back on them later and relive the moment. While doing his usual rounds on Tinder, he found a stunning looking brunette and swiped right on her. This would turn out to be 26-year-old Warriena Wright. She had come to Australia from New Zealand for her friend's wedding, after getting out of a recent long-term relationship. An avid animal rights activist, photographer, artist, and gaming and anime lover. Gable was not her usual type. However, Warriena was ready to start dating again, and swiped right on a handsome-looking Gable Tostee. She couldn't see the harm in meeting up with him for a few quiet drinks. Gable's first message to Warriena was blunt: "I want to do dirty things to you." A little shocked, Warriena replied, "That usually work?" Gable laughed it off as a joke, but almost immediately turned the conversation back towards sex. He asked her if she could be a freak in the sheets and claimed, "Let's get drunk together. I'm a porn star after a few drinks." Warriena was a little taken aback and replied with, "Please don't be an old creepy pervy dude." While Gable had failed to make a good impression, the two continued to talk, and in the coming days, decided to meet at a local nightclub. CCTV captures them meeting each other, hugging awkwardly like two strangers normally would. The two are captured walking to a beer garden, but it is believed that Gable had convinced her instead to come back to his apartment. They are observed leaving just a minute later. pair then head to a local liquor store where they purchase some alcohol and head towards Tostee's apartment. They are captured on security camera footage again at 8:58 p.m., only 15 minutes after they first met heading into Avalon Apartments. Tostee spent the next 4 hours drinking alcohol and enjoying each other's company. At some point in the night, the two had sex, and they took selfies with each other, which Warriena posted on Facebook at 12:56 a.m. Gable had continued his trend of recording his interaction with women, and had started recording audio on his phone. The recording, titled Session 24, would run for 3 hours and 19 minutes. The two can be heard play fighting on the recording, and are both heavily intoxicated.
Call them with what? I thought you lost your phone.
Exactly.
So how are you going to call anyone without your phone?
You stole my fucking phone.
I didn't touch your goddamn phone.
You guys fucking stole my shit.
Shit, I should
So
never...
that's why I'm fucking calling them.
Should have never given you so much to drink. I thought we were going to have fun.
Well, where's my shit?
Where's your
Where's
phone?
my shit?
What's your phone number? I'll
Go
have it.
800 fucking psycho bitch. Fucking...
I don't deserve this shit, alright? I'm a nice fucking guy.
Yeah. Nice fucking guy with all the money.
Must be on the balcony.
Well, I have shitloads of money. Why is my fucking money?
Stop. Just calm down, please.
I'm not coming down because...
You've had too much to drink, alright?
I'm not coming down because I've had so much to drink and I have shitloads of money in New Zealand. It's not funny. Because I'm a fucking rich in New Zealand. It's not fucking funny. And it's shitty because I fucking rule in New Zealand and it fucking sucks because people fucking take advantage of me in New Zealand and it's shit. Because I have fucking money. It's not fucking funny. Shit! You know?
Calm down, please.
Do you know how I freak out? Because no one else has money.
Do you even remember what you were doing to me like half an hour ago? That was freaking me out. You beat me up for no reason.
Exactly.
Why?
Because you said you're a freak.
You thought it was funny or something. It's not.
No, I told you.
At 1:35 a.m., Warriena can be heard asking to go home, but she can't find her phone. She accuses Gable of stealing it, but he claims she probably left it on the balcony. She goes to look out of the balcony window, and Gable is heard saying, "Don't jump off or anything, will you?" Fast forward another 35 minutes, and at 2:10 a.m., Gable and Warriena are heard play fighting again. Warriena can be heard throwing small white pebbles from a bookstand ornament at Gable. Tostee becomes more aggressive, however, and the recording appears that Warriena is being held down and is struggling to breathe. She agrees to leave, but what Gable says next is disturbing.
Alright, I give up. What do you want? What do I have to do? Oh! Do what?
I don't understand.
Oh! What?
I don't understand, Dick.
Alright, I'll bow down. Thank you, that's enough.
No.
That's enough. That is more than enough.
No.
You want it, you're welcome. You're not my kind of girl. That's enough. Nice girl. Fucking
it's
insane.
not about how you need. It's not about how.
Yeah, it is. You're fucking insane.
It's not about how you need. It's about how you give a shit now. Baby.
I thought you were only kidding, but you're not.
You're the poo.
You poo. Go on. Right now. See, I thought you were kidding, and I've taken enough. This is fucking bullshit. You're lucky I haven't chucked you off my fucking balcony, you goddamn psycho little bitch. Who the fuck do you think I am? Yeah. Do your Muay Thai now. What? What? Got something to say? Say it.
Yeah.
Say it. What?
She's a sexist.
I'm the one who's injured. You don't have a goddamn scratch on you.
Seriously. I do.
Seriously, what? Seriously, what? Seriously, what? I thought you were just playing around. I'm fucking sick of this shit.
The next part of the recording appears like Warriena is still being restrained by Gable, still struggling to breathe. She grabs a metal clamp on Gable's telescope, which he pleads for her to let go of.
Come on, get up. Get up. Fuck up. Get up. I don't care. Get up. You don't understand, do you? You don't understand anything at all, do you? You don't understand. You don't understand, do you? You just don't understand. Let go. You think you can hit me and I'll just like fall down like in the movies? Huh? You don't understand, do you? Let go of it. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. me, huh?
No!
Why'd you try to hit me with that?
No!
Huh?
No! 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 No!
Fucking mouth.
No!
It's all on recording, you know? It's all being recorded. I would, but you've been a bad girl.
2:19 a.m. Warriena is heard screaming no 31 times in just 46 seconds, followed by the sound of what is believed to be the balcony door unlocking. Warriena pleads to be able to go home. Just seconds later, Gabrielle Widener is awoken by the sounds and screams of a female and looks out her window to find two legs dangling from the balcony above hers. She is absolutely horrified and quickly tries to run out and help the panicked woman. But before she could reach her, it is too late. Warriena slips and plummets 14 stories to her death. Tosti admits he saw Warriena fall from the balcony, but claims he never heard her scream, although the audio was captured on his phone. Gable Tostee never walks out to the balcony to look over the edge and see what happened, nor does he call any emergency services. Instead, he calls his lawyer, protesting his innocence. He leaves his apartment and heads downstairs where emergency services had arrived on scene to render aid to the young woman. Seeing this, he decided to head back to the parking garage and go through an alternative exit. He walks the streets for a while, wondering what to do. At 3:11 a.m., he stops by a pizza shop and grabs a slice of pizza. The events of the night had obviously not affected his appetite. Shortly after is when he makes a phone call to his father, asking why this sort of thing always happens to him. 3:44 a.m., Gable's father picks him up and takes him back to the family home. As the media began to learn of the details of what happened, many news outlets descended on the location. The case was given the name the Tinder murder. Many people believe that Gable had pushed Warriena off the balcony. However, witnesses reported that when they saw Warriena hanging from the balcony, her back was towards the building, and not like how the media outlets had portrayed it. The media would begin to pull apart every part of Tosti's life, from prior convictions to all of his social media posts. They even brought up his past psychiatric report. It appeared that he hadn't shown any willingness to help Warriena, or even cared about her death, choosing to ring a lawyer instead of calling an ambulance. The consensus among the public was that he was guilty of causing Warriena's death. Prosecutors would argue that the screams of no heard from Warriena were of primal nature according to speech experts, meaning she genuinely feared for her life, and that the threats and violence she had received put Warriena into a state of abject terror, and she felt the only way for her escape was via the balcony. The prosecution's case was purely circumstantial, as there was no direct evidence linking Gable to the crime. 2 years after her death, Tosti was to learn his fate. Gable Tostee was found not guilty of murder and allowed to walk out of the court a free man. The verdict was met with mixed reaction by the courtroom and the public. Many questions still remain in this case, and the true crime community is still, to this day, divided on this case. Why was Warriena hanging backwards from the balcony? Did Gable push her? Or did she make an ill-fated decision that would ultimately lead to her death? Why did Gable Tostee make comments about her jumping, and then make comments about throwing her off the balcony? Coincidence? We will let you decide in the comments below. And that wraps up today's case. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then check out one of these 2 other videos on screen that you may find interesting. We look forward to bringing you another worst case very soon.